Okay, so welcome to all of my videos. Today we're going to be playing some Esper control and see if we can actually be a bit more controlling in this format. Idea with this is we've got a lot of 2 and 3 mana interaction with some bigger stuff to do up the top. I'm not sure how often we're going to be able to tap out with this, so it'll be interesting to see how this works out. I'm just going to jump into some games and see how it ends up working out. So you got Ikoria in as well, because there's literally no point not playing Ikoria on. Why wouldn't you play the free ridiculous card? And then we're going to play some I'll watch Sacrifice after this. We haven't actually played any of that this season. Feel like this hand is fine. Our mana's really pushed with this, with double blue, double black. It's like I really want to cast this Omen on 2, so I'm actually going to play this castle tapped so we can Watery Grave untapped to cast this. I'll save it. Okay. I think I'm in for one of those lands. Planning on cycling a Shark Typhoon here, I think. Sure. Private grove. So we can see if we can get rid of this thing. Sure. Sure. I think I'm just making a 3-3 and trying to block it. So we get a 5. We can cast the Lotus and then get the LC back, I guess. Okay. Well, we got rid of one of them, so if we play the Lotus out here, then we can Elspeth Conquers Death to get rid of it. Need a land to be able to cast this, which they don't have, so pretty good from here. is fair. Cry seem reasonable, Kaya seems great, Cage seems good, Liliana's probably fine. Right, so we probably don't want these neutralizers or the vetoes, and probably don't want the Conqueror's Deaths, but I can't cut them all. Maybe I do that. Just bring in these Gusts because they might have other green cards. Because they definitely could have access to Shifting Ceratops. They might shift into having Shifting Ceratops and not Companion. So we'll see what they do, but I think that looks a bit better. My voice has completely vanished this morning, so... yeah, this hand looks great. Yeah, sure, that's all the mana we could ever need, so... that one's probably an issue. Can't really deal with other threats, so I'm just going to take the Bronze Headline, I think. At least this Liliana's going to be able to deal with his Apostle at some point. I'm going to work at it, but it will do it. Right, nothing we can do with this. Right, it's running out of line. That's gross. That might be too quick for us. Guess we just have to take a blessing away. Guess Yorion gets to block this. That's great against the blessing as well. Goodbye. That was a great draw. And that's another reason why Extinction Event's been pretty good in these kind of decks. So they can't cast the Sentinel's Eyes. So I think we're just jamming Liliana here.
Into battle and make new comrades. Good help is easy to find in war.
So this draws 3. I need to get this to 9 power to be able to kill Liliana. I don't think they can do. And then we get to flicker the Liliana as well, I guess, with the audio on. So if they've only put it down to like 1, then we get to just reset it. Yeah, we get to throw a lot of cards here.
You'll pay for that. I've learned much.
Teferi, you say? How about we start with the Teferi? And then we destroy it in response. You draw your cards.
Right on schedule.
Rise and shine.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
You want to play out all of these things. Yeah, just jamming something different today. No, not registered for the Red Bull event. For whatever reason, my melee account didn't work when I tried to, and not that bothered by it. So.
This might be a bad idea.
Get out of my way! I'll find a use for you.
Super friends, super friends.
Welcome to my domain. Blade.
Welcome to my domain.
Fade into the shadows.
Hexproof, that's exceptionally. They've drawn a lot of cards. I guess they're both fine, right? Yeah, we get to do this. Force them to use that, which is fine. Take up the Teferi, take up the Ashiok, take up the Liliana, play the Yorion and blank everything.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
I am exhausted.
I know.
Undead make great
Regrets of the dead.
royals and silent.
Sweetest
Plans.
ingredient.
Cry's a good one. Yeah, they're both good. Keep those. Resets all these planeswalkers to their high loyalty as well, which is great. Make it fly. Rude. All that glitters as well, sure. Are you really going to enjoy meeting my friend Teferi? So, do I want to save the Liliana? at the cost of the Orion. I think I probably do. I feel like that's a reasonable trade-off.
That's dead.
Go away.
Don't worry, I got this.
Go away. Shock in the land, the Kaya. Kaya can start exiling the graveyard so you can turn them in the game.
Fight. Notice I didn't say fair. You're not welcome. You better watch your back from here on out.
Okay, they get to cross the cards. They've got the Vigilance on the Paradise Druid, which is kind of inconvenient. Sure, so no trample, so we don't really care about it. The Shark Typhoon might get them here. That's double block. Sweet. That was good. That was a really good showcase of Esper there. Let's go again. If you haven't already, it'd be greatly appreciated if you can subscribe to me on YouTube. I'm up to 340 subscribers, which has been absolutely awesome. So yeah, if we can get a few more, that would be amazing. Yeah, I think we're in for another land. Like, just want to keep hitting land drops here. So this might be the Elementals Yorion. Cry's probably reasonable against like their Risen Reefs, but that's about it. He's interesting with Euro. Play the top land. Cloud's not doing anything here. If they have Genesis Ultimatum, that could be pretty bad. guess they probably do have. Four cards in the yard, sure.
This isn't a fight you can win. There goes nothing.
Well, can't really force them to do anything here, so if they've got the Gems Ultimatum, they've got it. Well, that would tend to suggest they don't. They want this berry.
I'm known for my excellent timing. Let's try this.
Okay, so we're going to get to exile the last card in their hand here. Because we're going to play on Ashiok and we're going to find their Teferi token. And that will force them to exile the last card in their hand.
And dream
Another
of
Grazer.
me.
Sure.
Surrender.
I've got it.
So they still don't have enough in the graveyard for Urus. They might just be forced into casting Yorion. On that.
Unruly maggots.
Oh, that gets to kill the thing, doesn't it? Yeah, that's kind of good. We do get to kill all of their stuff, but the fact that we kill one is relevant because Udo then get to cast the Udo.
You with your scars.
Trust
Is
me.
there a
I
way
have a plan.
around it at all? Actually, am I just supposed to Typhoon this turn? I think I'm just supposed to actually cast this. And then just start killing all their stuff.
That will go according to plan.
I don't really want them casting the Uro this turn, is the thing. So yeah, that works out great. So we get to do this for odd. Remorse away the Uro out of the yard. And then we're just hoping they hit another blank for a turn and then we can kind of stabilize. Working with it. Kill that thing. Sure. So even though we drew both copies of our cries, which are awful there, we still managed to get over the line. Disputes and Gusts seem good. Cage is very good because it stops their ultimatum and it stops their Uros. Kaya's not great. Both of Kaya's not great. I think we still want the vetoes. Yeah, I think the rest of this is good. So what's the last? The last cut maybe just a Thought Eraser because the Agonizing Horse is just that much better. Yeah, let's go with that. This hand's slow, but it's fine. Knowing the matchup, we should have a little bit of time. Not a massive amount of it, but a couple of Scrylands should help find us, yeah, discard spells, great. What you working with, opponent? Mythos Dispute, well, how about we didn't do that? Risen Reap off the top is pretty good. Pretty good. And they use the total thing to copy it as well. It's gonna be rough. Can't take that to Fetty either because of the dispute. That's like the worst thing they could have possibly ripped there. Just going for Yorion. Well, that's kind of good for us. Makes me really wish I'd kept it to Fetty now. Yikes. Extinction event would be nice. I mean, yikes. So we're just not set up to beat that draw. Maybe we do want the Othakayas just to stop them having like those draws. I actually want these Thought Erasers on the play, I think, so let's trim down. I'll just leave one oath then. Let's go with that. Yeah, sure. I feel like I don't mind them doing that. I feel like if I just take the agent, then just don't have to worry about their hand. But they've also got tap land this turn, so the growth spiral's not till 3. They've got the mountain at least. I think I'm okay with this one, because I can kill it. Whereas some of the other triggers we will have to counter. Kill it. I need to play the cage out. Here, I think just wanting to be able to scry if they don't do anything. Which chance they just don't do anything and then we get scry and set up our draws. Yeah, those seem pretty much perfect. Yeah, that's kind of inconvenient. Don't mind. Nice bit of cage. And then if they jam like an agent, we've got the dispute. This stops the ultimatum and stops them having Uro as good draws, so cuts them off quite a lot. Yeah, so this just draws cards, so I think I still want to counter it. Yeah, this just meant that they wouldn't be able to dump stuff into play, which I think is fine. Uro's absolutely fine if it doesn't get to come back. How about we didn't do that? Fetch up our second white in case we find Conquer Deaths later on. Definitely don't want to cast this because they've got the Mythos, so I think I'm just passing to make a 4/4. Don't think I want the Agonizing Remorses here, like I don't really care about this Mythos. Yup. It's fine, it's just a 4/5. I guess I should have kept that Remorse, just because we've now got an extra card in hand. Destroy this. Another castle's pretty good. We can start pumping out some more tokens if we get to that point. Okay, so this is just drawing cards. We can't put the creatures into play, we can put anything else into play. Means they don't get to cheat their mana, which is the main aspect of that. I really want to find a counterspell. Certainly not going to outcard them without our Planeswalkers. They have infinite mana. Om nom nom nath, yep. Cheeto fingers. Yep. We get to scry. Yeah, those are both good.
My prowess is unmatched by my peers. Meditate and prepare.
Get to exile the odds here. That's rude. At least this stops them drawing cards. I'll block. I'd rather have my Narset. Guess the Mythos just gets to kill an Narset with a trigger if they choose to copy on that.
Just the trick for this.
I can no longer stand by and watch. Here we go.
These beautiful counter spells that are doing absolutely nothing here. It's a real shame we don't have more mana because I'd really like to Yorion and blink these and hold up Gust. But we can't do that. So we have to make a little chumpy Typhoon and Gust something. At least they can't currently counter anything this turn, which is good for us. Make a 1/1. It can chump on that. And then we can Gust this Cavalier away. Certainly can't see how we can win this one from here, but just had slightly too many bad draws there. Copy anti-fetish,
Thank you,
sure,
Lee.
maybe that's to bounce the cage so they can cast a Neuro.
I've got
Sure. They want to dump some stuff into play. If that was your decision, then you're probably better putting the Cavalier back on top, right? I feel like the opponent could have probably played a little bit differently to get us dead a bit quicker there, but no matter. We'll do one more of this. They've been about 20-minute games. Probably got time for one more, and then we'll move on to the more aggressive Abosh deck. That mana. This hand's much better. I think I'm ditching Heartless Act here because they've not got a companion. Feel like that means that they're Temur most likely to be Temur Reclamation. What that generally means. Yeah, I'm in for more lands. Zerta Goblin. Okay, so just Gruul aggro. Okay, so that makes me feel a little bit bad for bottoming the old Heartless Act, but rude. I worked so hard to stop you from doing that. Four or five blocker here is probably pretty good. Probably pretty reasonable. Yup. Oath of Kaya is superb. Oh, another. Oh god, this is just. I love blinking stuff. Go away, Spellbreaker. Another Omen, and then we get to blink all three of those with Yorion, and that will end the game. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna love it. Well, Extinction Event works too. That gets rid of both their creatures, so you know. 'em think I'm in for a Conqueror's Death, or like something like Questing Beast. Definitely don't want a Remorse. We're past that point in this game. Another Extinction Event, that works for me. Yep. Ooh. I think we only want Aether Gusts here. Cry would have been good there, but I don't think it's generally very good. I think the rest of our stuff is pretty reasonable. Need one more card back in, so I guess I'm just putting a Cry in, because it might just 1-for-1 them at some point, but I think that's very unlikely to get a 2-for-1 most of the time, which is what I'm looking for that card to do. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I'm just supposed to put that. I definitely don't want the Kaias, so just leave those in, because they might kill one thing, and killing one thing is fine. As much as 3 mana to do that's kind of expensive. If it ever gets a 2-for-1, it's above fine. Well, I think I'm supposed to keep this just based on how good Oath of Kaya is here. We've got 5 draw steps to find a Black Source. 5 draw steps to find a Black Source. Don't rob my Black Sources. Okay, you can rob my Dark Titan. What's our odds to find a Black Source? We're only 23% to find a Black Source. We've got that few Black Sources. Yikes. Okay, that's not a Black Source either, so that's actually a very good one to get rid of because we've got many Black Sources. That is a slow Black Source, so we'll take it.
I am not going to sit this one out.
black source would go down really well. Oh my word. Tired this morning. Not one of the black source either.
I really should have seen that coming.
Okay, I'm assuming there's a second swamp in here, so that's 2 black sources. There's 3. Okay, so perfect. So we've got our black mana online. We'll take one, we'll kill the robber. Feel a lot more healthy with that now in place. Yorion gets to blink both of these at some point as well. Yep. Questing Beast, you want money. So we've got all the Heartless Acts in the world. These are pretty good here. We'll take a couple of damage off these Cindervines, unfortunately, but... Annex. Nope. Wait. Opponent's kind of got the full art stuff going on here, apart from the questing beast, eh? Gonna Yorion here, they're gonna blow up my Ikoria, which is fine. Means we stop taking damage, we got the backup ult anyway. Feel like he needs to do that at some point, so we may as well have done it there. Neutralize seems pretty good. And Aethiga seems pretty good too. This is a pretty good one. This must just be opponent's deck because they kill my omen, sure. It's only got 1 power, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Right. One, we can just this, put this back on top of your deck, because you'll want to keep that. And then we get to destroy this, and then we get to counter this on the way back in. Feel like I need to let Spellbreaker resolve. We've got the Ikoria, so it's not a big deal. Just can't let that thing resolve. That worked for me. Stop that. Spellbreaker's fine. opponent kind of knew that was there, so... yeah, Conquer Death is a good one. I think I'm not attacking for a turn. Okay, that was a good set. Lots of interesting gameplay there. This deck seems pretty reasonable actually. Extinction Event's been like kind of a big upgrade over Ritual of Soot. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, being able to exile creatures is massive, and being able to exile creatures that aren't our own. So like our only creatures are evens because they're tokens. So being able to just exile all the odd creatures, apart from Yorion obviously, but exile all the odd creatures is actually really big. So it's kind of like a Plague Wind a lot of the time, where you can make it be a Plague Wind, which is good. Yeah, this deck was everything that I thought it would be. It was actually probably performed better in those kind of Yorion mirrors than I was expecting it to. Ashiok is kind of I feel like there's probably a better threat that we can use there. Like, it just doesn't have a particularly good rate for all of those stats. But everything else was pretty much bang on the money. Heartless Act came in clutch a couple of times there. But yeah, this deck seems sweet. So yeah, you can always check this out. It'll be down in the Streamdecker link in the comments below. Do hit like, hit subscribe, ring the bell, all that kind of good stuff. And we'll see you next time.